up, everybody? How you doing? How's everyone doing today? It's Sunday. It's noon. I'm hungover, and we're here doing the show. It's Mellow Road, and I'm looking right over there.
Yeah.
We got cameras here. We got cameras there. We got over there, and we got camera right there. We got 3 cameras. How's it going, everybody? My name's Van. I'm your host. I bought these cameras. I set these cameras up. It looks like a mess in here. It's a mess of wires right now.
Oh, I think it looks great.
I feel like I'm in Harry Potter when they're in that devil weed or whatever not devil weed.
Gillyweed.
Gillyweed?
Gillyweed.
Isn't the gillyweed that's what makes them breathe underwater, right?
Yeah. You're right.
No, the one that the roots or something.
Oh.
And they have to do the you gotta like be calm.
Yeah.
And they do that light.
And they fall through.
Yeah, that's what I feel like with all these wires in here all the time.
Oh, it's even in the video game. I don't know what it's called. It's scared of light though.
It's scared of light. Yeah. Devil snare.
Devil snare.
Devil snare. Take that camera looking right at me. What's up?
You nailed
Dude,
it. Dude,
how's it going? Oh, wait, who are you?
I'm Trace.
You're Trace.
I'm Trace.
Say your camera.
Yeah, I'm Trace. Hi.
He's got a camera right there.
My
I don't
name
know
is
if they
Trace.
can see me yet in that one, but...
Yeah, it looks freaking really good in here. You've put way more work into this than I have.
That's true. And I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate you saying that. Hey,
I appreciate you doing it because I don't know how I would do any of this.
Well, I've got I want to say it keeps me working, but honestly, I have the free time to do all this stuff, so
yeah.
I'm going to get this out.
Looks good, though. I really do think it looks good. I think it looks... You might think it looks crazy. I think it looks cleaner than it did. I feel like we used to have
it's
more...
definitely cleaner. That's for sure. When last week when Chase was here, this place was a mess. I mean, you guys didn't see it.
Yeah.
You guys couldn't see all of it, but because we were going to do the multiple cameras for Chase, but I just couldn't get it situated, and now we've got a nice new system, but no one cares about that. I want to talk about the Mellow Brick Road right now. I want to get on the path. Can we start the path now? Are we ready to start moving? We ready to go? I got to remember to keep looking at that camera over there. This is just like when we got the first camera, that one over there, and we had to like keep reminding ourselves for like 10 weeks to look at it.
Yeah.
Now we have like actual like center screen, center fold, not a center fold.
Whatever you think.
I'm on the screen, not you.
Yeah.
Until you start talking.
And then I'll be on screen.
Right?
Switch.
Did you see that?
Switch.
Did you guys catch it? Like magic. Now we're both on screen.
I think you have to say switch.
I'm just
before the camera switches.
I just realized how much work I'm making for myself by like making us do that little bit we just did. It's gonna take like 30 minutes. Anyway, let's just get this show going. Yeah, let's get this show going so I stop thinking about my future work. Wow, I have a headache. Let's do it.
You're hungover,
a little bit,
or just stayed up too late.
I stayed up. It was a little mixture of both. I didn't eat a whole lot yesterday. Like I went to a shrimp boil, and it was fun. It was great. I had some crawfish, had some shrimp, some sausage, potatoes. But I hadn't eaten much before that, and I didn't eat much while I was there because we were just hanging out with friends, and I hadn't been drinking much. But when we were there, I was like, now I can crack open some beers, Natural Light and Twisteds.
Really?
Oh, I was going full.
Twisted will get you.
Full Missouri. Oh, I think that's what it is. I had like
the Twisteds hurt me.
I think I had like 3 or 4 Twisted Tea cans, like just the average normal can. And that's always bad news. I think it's all the sugar. It fucks my whole mind up the next day.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Because I even got home and made a sandwich before I went to bed. Because I was like, I'm going to soak all this up. Made a little sandwich, watching some YouTube, and then, still woke up with a headache. So, I don't know. I got one of those ice roller things now, though. So that's always nice.
Oh, yeah. We have one of those.
Yeah.
You stick it in the freezer?
Oh, yeah. It's in there right now. Well, as soon as I almost brought it on the show, but I decided not to. Thought about it. Like, whenever you were talking, I was just going to do it to myself. Here's the first thing I want to mention.
Okay.
There's something I saw on the news the other day. So this is pretty cool. If you guys are aware of our Patreon show, What You Reading, available once a month at the end of each month. The August one should be coming up pretty soon. A couple weeks. We'll be getting that ready.
I should probably get on it.
You should probably keep. Yeah, I just read a comic and I told you I didn't really like it, which hasn't happened that much since. But anyway, this is pretty sweet. If you're a book reader or if you want to get into that, but you don't know how to get it started, how do you get the reading going? The Brooklyn Public Library has announced that any teenager in America is now eligible for a Brooklyn Public Library card. Anyone in America. Teens can sign out ebooks and audiobooks from wherever they live.
Whoa.
So the move is designed to combat censorship, with some titles listed as always available. So that's just dope. That's awesome.
That's great.
So this is really cool. So this gets you everyone. So we always talk about what you're reading. You get Hoopla. We love Hoopla. Shout out Hoopla. And this public library for Brooklyn is really dope because it does. And if you're a teenager, I don't know how they like do that. Yeah, I don't know how they like test if you're a teenager, but I think you go online to the Brooklyn Public Library probably, and you can find it that way. It's super amazing, and with that too, it's just as easy if you don't have access to a public library, or if you're in a state that like underfunds their public libraries and they don't have anything available for you to get.
Right. Which is a lot of them.
Which is a lot. Which I mean, that's why we recommend Hoopla just in case you can get anything on Hoopla. But with this too, if you don't have a library to go to where you can get a public library card, you can sign up for a Brooklyn public library card, and then you can get Hoopla from wherever you are, and then you're set.
That's
just remember every year to renew your library card if you're only using Hoopla. Because I only use Hoopla. I don't go to the library, but my library card is. I just got it there just so I could get Hoopla. Not that it's a bad library. I just don't go into the library. It's much easier for me to get comics because I use Hoopla for comics a lot. So like most libraries, they don't have a good comic book collection.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, quite how the process works. I'm sure if you go into like getting your library card, it'll tell you. But it does say that any teen in America,
any teen,
can get one.
I don't know what that means.
And you'd be eligible for an e-library card.
Yeah, an e-library card. I don't see. That's interesting.
I mean, it's fully online.
I guess I have that too.
I guess unless you fly to Brooklyn.
So okay, well I'm wondering this though. If it's an online ID, now I'm wondering if you can use it for Hoopla. But I mean, as long as you still get a public, it's still a public library. So you probably still get a library number, like a card number. So I'm sure it still works the same way. Do you have to put in your location in Hoopla, or just the number, and then it tells you where your library is? It's like, is your library here?
Yeah, ours just like asked for like the name of the library.
Yeah.
Or had a code for the library or something.
Yep.
And so then it, like when mine opens up, it says the name of the library on the first screen and then goes on.
Dixie.
Yeah, Little Dixie.
Little Dixie.
I don't know, but the other thing I want to mention about the Brooklyn Public Library is they have an unbanned section.
Yeah.
So they have in their actual library, and I'm assuming their online library, they have a books unbanned section.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
There are probably books that are banned that them as a library have unbanned so that people have access to them. And that's the main thing. Like, and we've talked about it for weeks and weeks and weeks, and on our show is if they're banning books that they don't think children should have access to. But as a teenager, there are things that
are important, like
important.
Books about like puberty.
Yeah,
but being a teenager fucking sucks.
Right.
There's so many things going on in your body. Yeah. And you don't understand it. You're growing. You're getting taller. So your body hurts.
Yeah.
And you're like growing hair, and you stink real bad all of a sudden.
You stink real bad.
And your face is getting covered in pepperoni.
Yep.
Or no, they say pizza face.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Is that from the red? Excuse me, the red dots.
I guess.
I always read it as like greasy.
That's
how I always heard
too,
it. Like, it's greasy. I didn't think about the pepperoni.
Yeah.
Dot. I never thought of that. I literally always thought of it the other way.
My good friend, our good friend, Kenny Smithy.
Yeah.
He's been on the show before.
Kenny.
Good friend. You know what he fucking said to me yesterday? So Kenny, I guess, is like really good at popping parts of your people's body. He's like one of those people that can just like, I'll pop this for you, you know?
A little at-home chiropractor.
He was like, his dad was at the shrimp boil thing, and he was like, hey, Kenny, come here.
Kenny.
Named also Kenny. Hey, Kenny, come over here and pop my ear for me. And we're like, what? And he goes over, and he like grabs his like earlobe, and like, I don't know how he does it, pulls it. And so then like Phil was like, all right, what the hell? I don't know what you're doing. Do it though. Because he's done it to Phil, I guess. And then all the other one, he's like, all right, you next. And we're all like, yeah, I guess. Fucking, I don't know what you're popping my ears. I'm the last guy he does. He comes to me, and he grabs a hand of my meaty earlobes. And he goes, I thought he was going to be like, oh, your earlobes are bigger than everybody. I don't know how big everyone else's was, but I was like, I don't know. And he was like, oh, your earlobes are really greasy compared to everybody else's. And I was like, huh?
Damn.
He was like, yeah. And he literally, this motherfucker took his shirt in his hand like this, and then he went to grab my ear. I was like, what the fuck are you doing right now? That is so embarrassing. But yeah, then he like yanked on it, but I don't think it popped. I don't know. Because he was like, oh, I didn't hear it pop that time. Because everyone else, I guess you could hear it pop. I couldn't.
Understand.
But like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Is there
I feel like everyone. I thought he was fucking with me. I was like, this you can't.
Yeah,
Everyone else is like on a prank show, and I'm being pranked right now.
Yeah.
You're gonna punch me with a fucking dildo when you grab my ear. Like, nice
hate
try.
Prank shows. Do you pop your hands or your
All the
fingers?
time.
Yeah, I do it constantly.
20 times a day. Yeah.
I do it constantly, and I can pop each finger like in 3 spots.
I can't do. Oh, I don't like popping this one. Like, I've done before. It always
Yeah.
feels like I'm breaking my finger.
I'll pop down, and then I pop here, like I push them together, and we'll pop.
Oh yeah.
And then
I don't like that.
Then I'll go to the top, and I'll twist it. And I do it to every single finger, and then I pop my thumbs 2 ways.
Don't they say popping your knuckles is bad?
It's a myth.
Millowbrookroad.podcast@gmail.com. Is it a myth to pop your knuckles? Because I remember hearing it's not good for the cartilage.
They say, yeah.
Let us know, though.
It's one of those things I feel like they were like, oh, it's so bad for you, don't do it. And then somebody came out and goes, that's a myth. It's not bad for you at all. And then in 20 years, they'll be like, the myth is a myth.
Chiropractors probably said that.
A myth. Then it's going to be like, the myth's a myth. Don't do it. And it's going to be like, fuck, I've been doing it because I thought it was okay.
Are chiropractors like trustworthy? Because I get a lot of back and forth reviews. I have been to. Okay, so yeah, was it last year or like 6 months ago? However long.
Yeah, a couple months ago you went.
No, it was longer than a couple months ago. It was a while ago.
Okay.
Anyway,
maybe it was a couple months ago I went.
Yeah, probably for you because you go a lot more than I do. I've only been once.
I've been once.
Oh,
I've been twice total.
Oh,
in my life.
I thought football players, you guys just did that.
I went once right after high school, and the guy was like, "Wow, you have a really." He did X-rays because I just got off of football.
Finish really what?
What
did he say? You had a really what?
You have a very nice spine.
Ooh.
He said compared to most football players and contact sports athletes he sees, I hadn't compressed or twisted or had any.
Answer me this. Wait, he said this to you? He said this chiropractor did?
Yeah.
When you were in high school?
I just graduated.
Oh, so it was like post
football,
post spine injury,
post back break.
I was about to say, like, after you? He says this to you, like, hey, you have a really good, strong spine, and like 2 weeks go by, and then you break your back, and it's like you have to, and you go back to him, and it's like, did he like? Do something? Did he like do something to your spine so it would break easier? So you'd have to come back, like how the pharmaceutical companies do that.
Oh yeah,
they do like a little thing so you get addicted to it and you have to get more and more. Like I wonder if that guy like just took like a little thing and he's like an acupuncture needle, like you didn't even feel it. And he just like went like real fast, like a little tap, and he like caused some fragility or something.
Yeah, I will say,
or he paid that player he paid the coach to break your spine.
I will say, I don't think I get that great of an effect out of going to the chiropractor. I don't feel better afterwards.
Right. Okay, so my story. So like 6 months ago when I went to the chiropractor, I really hurt my back. I don't remember what I did. I think I just overstretched it and my lower back, and I couldn't even get out of bed.
Yeah, I remember.
I couldn't sleep for 2 days. I could not sleep. I was going insane. I couldn't walk. I was walking around just like.
Aching and breaking, baby.
Still going to work. Eventually I had to call him and be like, I'm fucking done with this. And I couldn't move and I didn't know what to do. And I went to the chiropractor. Took forever to drive. It was like one of those things where it took me like 10 minutes to get in and out of my car.
Yeah.
Just like rolling out of it. It was so weird. I felt like I was a 70-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
And he did the whole popping and stretching and the cracking. And I walked out of there feeling a lot better. Probably like I walked in at 20%, left at 80%.
Mm-hmm.
Next couple of days, I slowly
got back up.
I asked him for like stretching advice and like what I should do for the next few days, and he gave me some stuff.
Yeah.
Or not? He gave me some like advice and stuff. So it was nice, but I would only go if I was in that kind of where I need some sort of immediate relief because like the drugs aren't helping, meds aren't helping. I need you to like tell me what's wrong with my back. Because I will get surgery right now if you tell me to. I just need to know, like, what's wrong with my back.
I also don't like relying on the pills too much. Because I feel like if the pain just continues and I keep doing that, like, tale as old as time. But I don't, the last time I went, I was having a lot of neck pain.
Oh,
I was having a hard time getting my arms above my head. And I was like, I don't know what the deal is, but I guess I'll just go. Because my wife goes a lot. And I was like, I guess I'll just go.
Women love getting felt up.
I guess
they love the chiropractor. They love the massages. They love the the
manicure, pedicure.
I like a manicure a lot and a pedicure.
She's trying to get me to go get a pedicure. Is that your feet?
Pedicure. You get a pedicure, dude. It's so fun. Don't look at your phone. Go in, they have the magazines. Grab a couple magazines. It's way more fun if you actually grab the magazine and like read articles from it.
Comic books.
I don't know if they have comics, but it's fun. It's kind of fun to read in the magazine because it's all like home and garden or like fashion or whatever. But I don't know. Sometimes you find I found like a Time magazine in there, like an older one. I was like, it's pretty cool.
That works.
So I've read some articles and just don't like when you get there and you sit in the chair. That was just some pro tip from me because I've done it twice. You have like your feet, right? Like they're your feet, like they belong to you, right?
Yeah, I think
when you sit in that chair, sign away, sign the papers. Not my feet anymore, right?
Okay.
Don't try to be like let them just do whatever they're doing. Like completely like let your feet just go like just let them hang there because they're gonna be like moving them around. And
what if I'm ticklish?
Well, man,
I'm ticklish.
Don't move. It's funny because you might get a little bit ticklish when you're doing it at first, but you really like they're not
obviously
they're not going under your feet. Yeah. They're messing with your nails. So it's fun though. I liked it. I just got a clear coat. I didn't do anything like fancy.
Yeah, I think it would be interesting. I wouldn't get color, but I think it would be I guarantee we do it here.
Like a little foot bath soon. Give you a little rubbing.
Yeah, nice. I used to do Epsom salt on my feet when I was in college a lot.
I still do.
Yeah, I haven't done it for a while.
I have that like the stuff that has like lavender in it.
Yeah, a little essential oil. Essential oil and
I got bad feet.
Yeah, I have pretty good feet.
Mine are gross. Yeah. Well, it's when we were doing our running and stuff. I was doing the Epsom salt like crazy. My feet get so bad when I run. I think it's probably just my shoes.
I barely even get blisters.
My new shoes, actually, I don't get any blisters anymore. Good, which is crazy.
It's good.
Yeah, I was told I was not to brag, but I was told I was like, I think it was like one of Mom's friends. She was like, "Are those comfortable for you?" Because I have like those weird like they're not like the toe shoes, but they're like one step behind it.
Yeah.
Where you can sort of see this, like you can see like the shape, but they're not separated at all. It's still like a shoe, just for like really wide feet, which is what I have. And she was like, "Oh, those comfy to run in?" And I was like, "Yeah, I could run in for days in these shoes." And she said, "Oh, that you must be. That means you're like one of like 5% or 20%. Not 20%. It was way weirder. It was like 5%, 2% of people that can like wear shoes like that and be comfortable."
She's in the medical field.
Oh, that's true.
So she may actually.
She knows.
Kind of know.
That's true. And she does a lot of the feet stuff. Like she doesn't do feet stuff. But I'm saying like her feet, like she takes care of her body, so she knows stuff.
Yeah. The chiropractor, I don't want to like say it doesn't work or it's not doing anything, but I've
heard so many conflicting reviews.
Yeah, that's what's weird about it is some people like swear by it, and they're like, "Oh my god, it was so life changing." I'm sure sometimes that those techniques work, but when I went in, I was like, I mean, the pain eventually went away, but was it going to go away eventually?
Yeah.
If I just waited long enough, I was just tired of dealing with it.
I that's the same way. I was like, I don't know if it works or not, but at this point, I'm gonna vomit. I'm like so nauseous from pain. I guess, like I need to like
placebo is as good as.
Yeah, I'll take a placebo.
Actually, yeah. I mean,
it didn't cost me like $20.
If I could go home and think, oh, that should help. It still hurts right now. I'm still sore right now, but I think it'll help because I got that done.
Yeah.
Then I guess it works all the same.
I mean, whether it works when I was in that serious pain, like I obviously had like a muscle, like it was a nerve. I don't know if it was a nerve pinching or like it was something that like it was just like a small tweak. So he just kind of like evened it out. You know what I mean? Like he like stretched it out, made sure he like gave me some advice, popped all the tight joints and stuff that were around it to take all the pressure off of it. So I mean, I think it worked in that sense, but. Yeah. To go, they say like if you go like people that go like every day or every week, it's almost like a thing where once you stop, your body reacts negatively because it was so used to like getting that kind of treatment like on a regular basis. I guess I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know either. Yeah. You know what else I heard about? You know, like the tick bite thing where you can't eat red meat.
Yes.
There's not very many of them. So I know a couple people, so I'm kind of in the scope of it. But we were talking about it the other night with a friend that has that, and they were talking about there's a couple clinics. There's not very many of them that do acupuncture to
I would love to try that.
potentially reverse the effects of it.
Acupuncture is funky, man.
I don't know if she ever did it. I don't know if it's expensive or just like far away or just they did do it and it didn't work. Whatever it was, but it's so weird to think that needles poked in your body could even sort of affect.
Yeah, I don't know
that. I don't even understand or how they even figured that out.
You ever seen like those charts of like the acupuncture points and stuff?
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's nuts.
Who figured that out, or how did they figure that out?
Asians.
Is it?
It's Asian, yes.
I just don't.
You said something about it being far away, and I almost said something like, yeah, but I didn't want to say anything racist because now the camera's right on me.
I meant like maybe a state over is what I meant.
Oh,
like maybe it's not in our state, so they just haven't been able to.
Oh, I bet there's acupuncture here.
No, there's acupuncture, but they might not have the treatment to reverse the tick bite.
It's just needles.
Disease thing. I know, but if they don't know,
bring her over here. I'll shove some needles in her. Lay her on the table. We'll just start jabbing her with stuff.
But what it to me when I think of acupuncture,
see, Columbia, right there.
Right, but I don't think they offered it, but. To me, this feels very LA. Just like something people do.
Like alternative medicine.
They swear by it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it doesn't work.
It is a thousands-year-old.
I know. That's what's funny about me saying LA.
Medicinal thing.
I
would love to try it. I would love to try acupuncture and
today.
Cupping. I think
cupping
is
the cupping's interesting.
But I would only let Mr. Miyagi do it. But it has to be Jackie Chan playing Mr. Miyagi, like in that Karate Kid movie with the. Who's that? The son of the actor who smacked that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The son of the assault.
Yeah.
Assaulter.
Look how many points of the ear there are alone. There's like 50 of them.
That's small. I can't even see it. But
and each spot means like different things.
I just don't understand. There's charts even for the people that they're like, if you have a headache in this area here, under the eyes, there's like certain points on your body that you can.
It's the major pain.
And there's stuff
medication.
There's stuff on your feet too.
Your feet hurt? Give me your finger.
Yeah, see, it doesn't make any sense.
Break the finger.
Oh,
your feet don't hurt anymore, does it? Here's my guess. mellowbrookroad.podcast@gmail.com. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know what you know.
Tell me when I'm wrong. I think so. Like nerves on your body. They're not completely over your entire body. There's like little.
But, there are little receptors.
Little receptors all over, right? I think the acupuncture, because I think that's what they're looking for is the nerve points.
I think I know where you're going.
I think if you have pain like right here, we'll put a few points over here, not very painful, but like your body, or maybe like if maybe it is a way to like kind of send like white blood cells to your body, or like it's a way to like get your body moving.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, you're very slightly pricking this part, so your body's gonna react to that spot. I don't know though. mellowbrookroad.podcast@gmail.com.
I kind of like that though.
.podcast.
The like pulling your brain thinking of pain in like one spot to an
major
pain. Well, that hurts more.
Revolutionary movie.
It makes me think of a really stupid blonde joke about the blonde that goes to the doctor. And she said, I think my arm's broken. She points to her arm and, oh, gosh, that hurts. I think my leg's broken too. And she points to her leg. Oh, that hurts. And then she said, I think my head is broken. She points to her head. Oh, man, that hurts. And I don't really know the punchline besides.
Okay.
No, I meant like, I don't know how they describe it, but come to find out, she just has a broken finger. So she's pointing to all these places, and it's her finger is broken.
She's pointing. It hurts. See, ow. I get it.
That doesn't even.
She's blonde.
Yeah, those blonde jokes. You remember those?
Yeah, you know how a Polish person builds a submarine? They put a screen door on it. Come on now, let's go. Let's move on.
That's good.
Next news story, Trace.
That's so good. With that though.
Okay. We're still on it.
I would love to try acupuncture, and I have nothing to solve. You know what I mean? I don't know what I would do it for.
You don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't know
what
yet.
The acupuncture will solve for you.
I don't know yet, but it would be fun to try.
It'd be fun to try, that's for sure. You know, also be fun to try a triathalon. Always wanted to try one of those. It'd be hard.
Would that be fun?
I was almost gonna do one in college, but I did the half marathon, and I was like, I don't want to do the triathlon.
So triathlon is what? The biking and swimming?
It's
and running?
swimming, biking, running. Or is it biking, swimming, running?
Are they all the same? I think you start swimming.
Yeah, swimming, biking, running.
Swimming,
It
biking,
ends with
running.
the run, yeah.
Are they all the same? No, they can't all be the same distance. But there's probably like a set amount for like a true triathlon is X amount long or whatever.
You know, I'm actually not too sure what the distance of a triathlon would be. I think it maybe like I want to say like a half-mile swim, a 5-mile bike ride.
Don't you run a marathon?
2 mile, maybe.
That's my thought, was that it ends in a marathon.
But I think the swimming is it all even, or is the swimming the least distant?
Oh, I think the swim's like a mile.
Jesus.
You know how bad I just spelled that?
6 point. Oh, here we go. So swim. Oh,
there's different types of triathlons.
I would like the sprint one.
So an Olympic triathlon, you swim just shy of a mile, you bike
24.8,
about 25
40
miles,
kilometers.
and then you run about a 10K.
Sorry, European visitors, we're doing this in American. You swim 1.5 kilometers.
Yeah, look how much nicer the
bike 40
kilometers
and you run 10 kilometers.
Yeah.
Much easier to say.
1.5, 40, 10. Not,
hey, everyone, don't forget, you got to swim 0.93 miles.
Yeah.
0.93. Make sure you get that last 0.1.
Oh, there you go. This is I was thinking of an Ironman triathlon. You swim 2.5 miles. Impossible.
Jesus, man.
No,
dude, I wouldn't.
I don't care how good you think you are at swimming. We used to swim 50 meters at Mizzou's rec center.
Oh, man.
Dude, go swim 50 meters and come back to us. It might be easy, but then do it like a freaking 100 more times.
Dude,
we used to do that. It was so much harder than I thought.
And you can't drink the water. You're so thirsty, but you can't drink it. It's right there. It's literally on your face.
Yeah. And what I thought was funny was we were wearing like swim trunks that we would wear to the lake.
And the Mizzou, like the collegiate swim team, is just down the pool.
Yeah.
And they are like just looking at us.
Yeah, they're
decked out. They're in their Speedos.
Mine had like palm leaves on them.
They had
like, you know what I'm saying, like in flamingos or something.
They had like that like fucking bald eagle wingspan for lats.
Yeah.
Like they were just like huge lats.
Yeah, their freaking shoulders are way out.
So skinny waists.
Yeah, it's so much harder. So 2.5 miles, that's a day. Call it a day.
Bike 112 miles.
Yeah.
How long would that take?
112? You could drive it in 2 hours, but you could bike it in...
So cut that into... So 2 hours, let's say 5 hours?
Maybe, yeah.
6 hours?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on the
And then run 26.2
Then run a marathon.
Miles.
So,
no.
Run a marathon after biking, 112 miles after swimming 2.5.
Yeah.
That's obviously I'm sure there's ones that are even more psycho than that, but I was going to say psychoer.
More psychoer?
More psychoer, for sure.
Okay, so... Yeah, triathlon. I would want to try it. I'd probably go ahead and do. I would probably do the marathon or the Olympic one, I guess, or the sprint.
I would say whatever the standard one is, I would be willing to try that.
Whichever one isn't the Ironman, that's the one.
The
I
one
would try.
less than that.
I would have to train. I would train for 2 years, maybe 5 years, and then I would do the Ironman. I would have to train for at least 2 years, at least, if I was going to attempt to do that. But I want to talk about this story that has to do with triathlons. The whole reason we brought it up. There's father and son, who the son had always wanted to compete in a triathlon, but he couldn't because he had cerebral palsy, right? Cerebral palsy, which is what Stephen Hawking had as well, right? Where you can't, your muscles just like deteriorate.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, you can't use your muscles. So you can't use your muscles. You can't participate in a triathlon, and this dad knew it was his son's dream to do that. Oh, here we go. What we got here? Weakness or problems with using the muscles. Okay, there we go. And so what the father did, he knew his son wanted to do this, so he brought his son with him while he competed in a triathlon. And during the competition, the father, like the swimming portion, which I don't know how far I don't know what length they did of swimming. Can you go back to that graph? Do you have that graph still up?
No, hold on.
Oh, there we go. So he swam, and he was pulling his son in a special boat. His son was like just laying in the boat, and there was a strap on the front that went around the dad's like his chest.
Mm-hmm.
He strapped around himself, and he swam carrying his son on a boat behind him.
That's so awesome.
And then when he got out of the water, he carried him in a special seat that was in front of the bike. It wasn't like a basket thing, but it was like a just a front seat kind of facing forward on the front of the bike.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool. And then at the end, he had that dope like cart thing that he was pushing his son on at the run. And I honestly could not believe every time I was seeing the video that he was like on the next event, because that swimming alone would kill me.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot believe that having a boat with you, all that drag while you're trying to swim.
I mean,
and he's passing people. You can see him passing people.
And this is an adult man.
He's an adult male. He's the son looks to be in his 20s, if not his 30s.
So he's got like it's almost like a double bike. So he's got like kind of an inflatable raft situation. Then he's got like the double bike, but the son is just being able to sit in front of it rather than having to pedal and things.
Breaking news.
Yeah, and then he just has like a push.
The father was not a triathlete before this event.
Oh my gosh.
He started running at 36 for the first time after his son asked him to enter a charity run. So then he's been training with the wheelchair, getting ready for this. He put the father when he was running, like to prepare for this, he was putting bags of cement in the chair and running while pushing that to like train for pushing his son. His son didn't know he was doing that.
Whoa.
He then spent the next 25 years. So this guy's 50 or 25, 30. So he's like 61.
Yeah.
He spent the next 25 years running in marathons and Ironman with his son. This might be an older story, but man, that is amazing. What is it, Team Hoyt? Is that
Oh my gosh. They've both passed away.
Oh no.
And the son was recently
May 22nd. Oh man.
of this year. Wow.
R.I.P. guys.
R.I.P. to both of them. So
what was his name? Dick and Rick?
Dick
Hoyt.
is the dad, Rick was the son.
That's awesome, man.
Wow.
That's so sad. So tragic. What a bunch of heroes. Those two were heroes.
Seriously, two heroes right there.
Oh, yeah. What a badass. I can't believe the dad was doing that.
Oh, my gosh. That's insane.
What's our fucking dad doing? Jesus. Everyone, go show this story to your dad and say, what would you do for me?
Yeah.
What have you done for me lately, father?
That's
amazing.
So awesome.
That is incredible.
Dude, he did 6 Ironmans.
Dude, that's
257 triathlons.
Nope. That's
He did 72 Boston. No, he did 72 marathons. 32 of them were Boston marathons. Holy
Jesus, that's amazing.
Smokes.
That is. Oh my God, he's
That's
done
so
so
cool.
much. That's. I mean, once you get to that point where you're doing Ironmans, it's your life. Your life is.
Yeah.
Athletics.
All different distances, but as of March 22nd, 2016, he had run 1,130 races. That's amazing. Yeah, what a cool little video. Because
I'd never heard of that. Never heard of someone doing that before.
Me neither.
It's just like, oh my God, it's amazing that he was able to push his son and go through all that. What an athlete. Yeah, that's an athlete right there.
Go do it by yourself. And it'd be hard, but then, have another person with you. But maybe that, in a weird way, makes it easier. Like you're doing it truly for someone else.
They're right there with you, yeah.
You're doing
Your motivation is with you.
Yeah.
The whole time.
That's
a good point.
Really, really, really cool.
Yeah.
Really impressive. It's really cool and like heart-wrenching, but then it's like just really impressive by itself.
Oh, good segue. You know what else is really impressive?
What's that?
And we talk about this probably every week now. I don't know why. Ancient Egyptian pyramids.
Oh, yeah.
That shit is cool, and it was built by fucking humans. We have proof. I have proof.
I thought you were going to say aliens for sure.
No, because that's what the government wants you to think now, because they're finally disclosing stuff. You wait. Project Blue Book, that shit's coming. When the aliens invade, fucking keep your eyes peeled, everybody. Don't look for the smoke and mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
Don't trust this government. I don't trust them. They're alien stuff.
I'm trying to pull this up.
Yeah, I want aliens to be real. But like, why now? Why all of a sudden is the government being so cool when like 6 months ago they weren't talking to anyone who knew anything about aliens?
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, literally all of a sudden, not like
it is
they're acting
strange.
like the government's like, whoa, everyone's been talking about it, so like we can't keep our mouths shut. And it's like we've been talking about this for over 50 years, and just now we've had the internet for a long time. People have been talking about alien footage a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Now all of a sudden they're talking about it. I'm going off track though. We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah,
That's another podcast.
I don't understand it. This I can't see very well, but that's what I'm working with.
Wally Wallington,
which we need to have a word with their parents because
yeah,
come on.
I mean, he might be Australian.
Wally is a cool name. I don't know if I've ever seen it besides the movie Wall-E, but Wally Wallington. I think that's what our dad calls Walmart. Wally World.
Wally World, yep.
Wally Wallington World. But this guy is a smart cookie. And he has figured out how potentially the ancient civilizations, not just Egypt, have maybe moved stones and, built these structures that make no fucking sense at all.
Right.
It's so crazy to me that there's nobody that can definitively say this is how they did it.
Well, yeah.
It's insane to me.
Well, there's no blueprints.
Right.
There's no blueprints anywhere. No one knows. I don't even know how they build buildings now.
Oh, I would have no idea.
Like cathedrals? How do they do that?
When I look at
I don't even know how microwaves are made.
This is a little bit different deal.
I think it's one of those all.
When I look at those overhead pictures of like New York City that just show the vastness of it, I just think how does the ground not fall?
It does.
Like how does it? I know it is kind of sinking.
It is sinking.
But it's like how is it? I don't.
It is.
It doesn't. When they build buildings, how do they go? Okay, you 3,000 people can now move up there with your families with all your belongings, and it'll still be okay. It's like what?
Steel.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Steel buried deep. I guess.
Back to Wally. He has some examples.
This is dope. I hope I can get this video like on here.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll post it on the Facebook. We'll post it on the Instagram too.
Mine's a little small.
So like we'll post it on Facebook and it'll be not so small, but
it's an older video too.
It's a little bit older. Yeah, I don't know how I've never heard of this guy or seen anything about him before because this video is amazing looking. The way he's like. He's using like leverage basically. He's got these and he's got giant stones. I don't know if they're cement blocks he's made himself.
Yeah,
they're not limestone for sure. They look just like cement.
I would say they're like 2.5 foot square.
He's got like this. He's got these pulley systems made. These ramps.
Yeah,
I like the little like half moon track that he like rolls the block over. That's so cool. And he's like just doing it by himself.
Yeah, he's moving these like normal guy.
He's moving these ginormous blocks all by himself. It's kind of remarkable.
The little half moons that you're talking about, he's got little bumps, and then the block is able to like slot its points down to the little bottom every time, and it's a little bit hypnotizing how easy it looks because it's literally that stone is just rolling, and all he's doing is just kind of guiding it to the next thing,
and it shows how you can lift them up onto the next stone, and how you can get them, how you can like maneuver them so precisely on top of each other.
He does a really interesting thing.
Cool.
So for a long time, they always talked about, they did it with ramps. That's how they did it. They had,
but it was like, how could they push it up the ramp?
And then scientists came out and they're like, they couldn't physically push it or pull it because there was something about the mechanical disadvantage it just wouldn't work. It like scientifically could not work. And he has this
physically
crazy like steep situation going on and I'm assuming like a rope kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like a rope tied to it's a ramp, and he's got the stone block on the bottom of it, and then he's got a rope connected to that, like wrapped around it, and goes up and back down this other side of the ramp where he's at the top. And he basically is walking down his side, and the weight is pulling the stone up.
Yeah.
And it's like steep, so it's like a way to get a block up a high spot pretty easily.
And And he's by himself.
He's by himself, and he's just doing he's just showing you examples of how to do it. He's not actually constructing anything. He's just showing you here's how you could.
Yeah, they're just like little setups.
Here, if you take this little plank of wood and put it underneath this 3,000-pound block, you can rotate it 360 degrees, no problem.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
I mean, there's some examples on this that are
pretty sweet.
Yeah, just really cool.
I don't know if you have if you have ideas of how you think the Egyptians built the pyramids, let us know. mellowbrickroad.podcast@gmail.com. Let us know on our Facebook, and Trace will post this on our Facebook, and we will see what the comments are like.
I hope this guy's wrong. I hope it was aliens.
I think it's cool that it's humans, though.
No. This is way cooler than aliens.
But I think everyone that's like, oh, they were built by aliens. Yeah, it's fun to think about. But you know what's even more fun to think about
is
the genius ingenuity of the human mind that we're able to figure out how to construct these things. That's cool.
That's cooler.
Way cooler. That someone was able to figure out a way to move large weight like this. I mean, it's not just Chris Christie. Come on now. Come on. I got him.
What's cool, the best part about this video is he's by himself. So you think about 10, 20, 30, 50,000 people working on these things and then using this mechanical advantage, leverage kind of thing. I'm not surprised they could build. I'm surprised they didn't build something bigger with that many people and just time. Skilled workers doing what they do best, using leverage. They have an endless amount of people, seemingly.
Skilled workers.
You think? You think they're slaves?
I mean, skilled artisan slaves.
I bet the slaves were used for situations like this.
Yes.
The skilled workers are the ones drawing it. And
finish
once it's in place, finishing whatever needed to be done. But
yes.
The other thing is where did the limestone? People took it, they pulled it down to build up other buildings.
There's a lot of buildings in the surrounding area that is made of limestone.
That's cool.
And there actually, I think a couple months ago, I think we might have talked about it on the show a long time ago. They found in someone's home, they were cleaning it out, and they were getting all this stuff off. And they discovered ancient hieroglyphs on their back wall of their house.
Holy shit!
And they didn't even know it was there.
That's cool.
And it was because it was I don't think it was from the pyramid, but it was from some construction. But it was literally a fucking giant hieroglyph on their wall. They had baskets and shit in the way or something. It was so silly.
That's so funny.
It was nuts, man.
I like to think that somebody just had a a little statue that was maybe holding a platter or something, and they just used it as a key thing for a long time.
Oh yeah.
And then somebody was like, that's ancient Egyptian stuff, and they're like, oh, is it? I just thought it was a little statue thing, whatever.
Yeah, no biggie.
I just thought it looked cool. Wow, that's crazy.
That's so cool.
So what was the cap? What was the cap on the pyramids?
Was that quartz? Some sort of quartz.
Where did those go? That's fun to think about too.
The capstones? Yeah. I mean, they probably just took them and made them into jewelry or some sort of palace throne bullshit.
Right.
Probably, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm with you. If aliens are involved, it's not as cool.
It's cool, but
it's cool.
But here's the thing about aliens, the whole ancient aliens. Here's why I don't like it. Okay, the whole ancient aliens. Oh, aliens came down because we didn't know what we were doing, and these aliens had to come down and teach us the ways, right?
Yeah.
That is literally humans inventing oppression for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
We can't just take credit for ourselves. We have to no, humans could never have done that. We had to have had some outside force help us because we're so stupid, I guess. We don't know how to do that, but it's look around. We know how to do that shit. The human brain, back in ancient Egypt, the human brain was still pretty much the exact same as it is right now. They just didn't have fucking cell phones. They didn't have. They only had limited. They had limited tools.
They might be better off.
I kind of like not having a phone.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. Isn't it weird? Like, you can't even remember what it was like to not have a phone.
It is pretty strange.
I mean, we were like, I was in middle
eighth
school.
grade.
Yeah, I was in middle school, and I guess I mean, still back then, I was still young, so I don't remember too much. But just like being outside, I guess.
Yeah, it was great.
We
fucking rode our bikes all over the place.
Yeah,
We're so lucky we didn't get kidnapped.
Now I just watch people on YouTube ride bikes.
Yeah.
I want to go ride a bike. I just go turn on the TV and I just watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's nice about I've gotten back to playing video games rather than watching people play video games.
Yeah.
Which is actually a weird sentence.
You play video games while you're watching someone play video games?
You know what else?
I had done that before.
Every once in a while, I'll get on and watch you or Dub play. I'll do like the request to watch.
Without telling us?
No.
You're just like sneaking in?
No. I'll do the request to watch, and I'll watch you guys play.
Yeah.
It's like, I could just be playing.
Yeah, you could just play a game.
Or just be talking to you guys. Why do I have to watch what you're doing?
I just downloaded a bunch of those Battle Royale games. They're all free. I was testing them all out.
Any good ones?
No.
Nothing like
Fortnite? Apex. I mean, Apex is... Excuse me, is the closest for me. Well, I like...
Apex is hard.
I wanted to play Overwatch too, because I love Overwatch. But I don't have an account anymore, and you have to have one to play.
Blizzard or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I do. I just don't remember what it is, because I think it's probably the same one I used for, like, WoW, like a long time ago. So
talk about pre-cell phones.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's what I did before cell phones. I was on the computer a lot. I was just playing, like, computer games.
Yeah.
Going to Newgrounds, and you play those games that are like, oh,
wow,
undress Lizzie McGuire, and you're like, oh, and you just take off like the pink animate like cartoon shirt, and it's just like her in like a fake like bra like drawn on her body.
It was literally like
it'd be like her head, and then the body's all like cartoon.
She's cartoon. That's what I was about to say. It was painted. Literally like a picture of her,
not her at all,
slapped on.
Yeah.
And then, like, this animated body.
I also did that with
Newgrounds.
Zach and Cody, too. They had one, too.
Zach and Cody did have one.
They had underwear. Yeah, I just went on Newgrounds and just did that stupid shit.
That's so funny. I told you about that video game that's out right now, or it's kind of making some waves called, like, Baldur's Gate, or Baldur's Gate 3 or something, where you can actually you can actually undress your character fully.
Full dong.
No blur. No freaking little underwear on your alien character.
Put a picture up right here. No blur.
Apparently, there was some streamers, people that were streaming it. That I doubt they got banned. That'd be silly. That would suck.
Did people know that there was nudity? They didn't. They didn't tell anyone there was nudity in the game.
I don't think they said it like, "Hey, there's nudity," but we're so trained on the little make your character screen that. I don't know.
You can just like straight up.
I don't know. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe you could like tick a box that said show nudity or something.
I might have to do some research after this.
We're gonna have to look up.
Well, I'm just curious to know, like, when you're making your character, you can just like no clothes.
You can go nude. I don't know if you can run around.
I wonder what the jiggle effects are.
Yeah.
Of like the
probably some dongle.
Butt and dongle and boobies.
I saw a horrible video the other day. I hope it was fake. The news link or
I wonder if you can
Legend
change
of Zelda
the length
game?
of his penis.
If there's a slider that does that, that's insane. And if there's a girth slider, that's insane.
A 9 1/4, 6 around, baby. All right, what were you saying?
Really that big? What am I saying? I don't even know.
Something about length.
Oh, Legend of Zelda. Somebody said there was jiggle physics on his nuts.
On his nuts?
There was a thing where I guess when he like
I know there's jiggle physics.
Not
in
killed.
There.
Where he like falls. He falls down like on all fours, and the person like flips the camera like all the way down, so they're almost like looking up.
His prolapsed anus.
And like you could like see his nuts. And I don't know if it was real.
The second one or the first one?
I think it's the newest one. Because they were like they had a jiggle physics in the new game.
In the first one, you can do the whole game shirtless.
That's fun.
With just like your smooth
cartoon body,
young boy body. It's weird. Yeah, I remember seeing someone play that game, and they tried to go as nude as they could in Breath of the Wild, and then you don't have any. See, this thing in these games, it's like, yeah, you want to be nude, it's funny, but like no armor.
Yeah,
you have no armor.
Yeah,
it's fun.
It's
for
funny
a second.
for exactly 1 second. Baldur's Gate 3 is Full nudity is giving unsuspecting players a bit of a shock, particularly at the character creation screen. A warning pops up to ask you, if you want to turn nudity off. Even with nudity left on, there's a scope of surprise, eye full, deep character customization, and even
different types of genitals. That's the answer I was looking for. Different types of genitals. You can click on hide clothes. Let's see. Underwear only.
You might
expect in most games, but in Baldur's Gate 3, hiding your clothes hides all of your clothes, including underwear. So yes, you can see your character completely nude.
That's funny.
That is amazing.
So all I saw, it wasn't the screen cap, it was just the streamer's face. It was like 10 of them in a row. It was just a compilation of people being like, whoa, 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 and like fucking pulling it off their screen really quick or clicking it back.
So funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
Wait, hang on. Go back up. Stop. In Fright 2, streamer Soda Poppin' was amazed by the sheer number of different penis options included in Baldur's Gate 3.
Sheer number?
There's a sheer number of penis options. So, well, you want to make it
like orcs and stuff?
Oh, no way. It's got like fucking horns on it.
Isn't it like
Dude, what if orc dicks have like little horns on them? Like devil horns on the head? That would be badass. I would not want to have sex with that orc, but it would look really funny.
Oh, that's
Ooh, it had like little pincers, like an ant.
Oh.
Oh.
No, I don't want it. I was gonna play this tonight. We both.
Let's buy this game.
We both get on next week. Is it on PC or on PlayStation only?
I have no idea. No, it's on Steam.
Or I meant PC.
Steam only.
Yeah, I meant PC only.
We'll find out.
Okay, so I was just looking at for what kind of game it even was.
How's it going, dude?
How's it going, dude?
Wow, that's a different game that you can also show penis in.
Oh yeah, Party.
House Party also has nudity in it. Check out House Party.
Yeah, little circle back to watching other people play video games.
I've seen that House Party playlist, like them playing that whole game, over 5 times. I know that for a fact, because I had an ex and she was also super into it. We would just get really high and just watch it.
Yeah,
because it's so funny.
It is so funny.
And we would just like watch it all the time. It's so funny. It's so good.
Some of the like things I still quote today.
How's it going, dude?
Yeah, come from that playthrough.
Oh yeah. I love that accent.
How's it going, dude?
Man, yeah, we're definitely gonna play Baldur's Gate 3 tonight.
It looks like you can play together.
Ooh.
Split screen co-op. Oh, does that mean couch co-op or whatever? Or up to 4 players online.
There you go.
Oh shit.
Adventure made to be played alone, but you can play with yourself. You need to get on Skyrim too, so we can play that.
Yeah.
Or like Elden Ring or whatever that game is called. I don't remember. Let's see. I don't want to talk about any more video games. We're at the end of the show. I want to talk about real sports.
Life.
Real sports. All right. Another hero. 2 heroes this week. This guy's not much of a hero. I mean, he is. Great guy. But not as much as the Hoyts, obviously.
Unfortunately, his name's Dick, but
Posthumus.
Team Hoyt. I don't know what you're
Posthumus hero. As in, like, he's a hero as this guy's alive.
Okay.
He went to his first Blues game. He had tweeted that he had never been to a Blues game. He's like, hey, I'd never been to...
Yeah, random guy on Twitter.
He's like, never been to a Blues game before.
Mm-hmm.
About to, like, check it out or whatever. Or
he said, I never watched one
Never
before.
watched
Never
one
watched
before.
his hockey shit. He's like,
he had just moved to St. Louis or something. He's like, I don't know what this shit is.
Yeah, what's his hockey?
And then St. Louis Blues tweeted him back, and they were like, yo, do you want... How about some not ringside, tickets to that.
Yeah, like on the wall.
Right on the wall. And he was like, bet. Like, I'll give it a go. And they even got him a new jersey. They got him like Tarasenko was like, hey, don't forget to wear this. And Tarasenko got him a signed jersey.
Yeah. I got to find like the timeline thing.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Watch this guy on Twitter fall in love with playoff hockey.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the article.
There you go. What's his name? Tony X.
Yo, deadass, this is the first time I've ever watched hockey, and this shit has been lit for the first 45 seconds.
Yeah, dude, hockey's fucking lit, dude.
That statement, I cannot agree more with how I fell in love with hockey and how I've been able to take some people to hockey games here recently, and immediately people are like, "This is awesome."
Yeah, it's
immediately.
So dope. They're like, that looks. I don't like hockey, but like they never watched hockey. They don't know.
So his next tweet: "What the fuck is a power play,
dude?" Power plays are intense. I hate that there's X all over this Twitter timeline right now. It's not an X. It's so dumb.
All I know is I'm about to watch the Mighty Ducks and have superior knowledge on hockey now.
Yeah, see, he's probably seen Mighty Ducks a million times. Never really knew.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Great movie.
White people have been hiding hockey from us for years, bro. The shit's lit.
That's true. That is true. That's true. We have been doing that, and this guy discovered it, and it's fine.
Then he's just tweeting goal.
It's like Judaism. Like we don't share it with other people, but like if you want to join, like yeah, we don't mind. But like we're not gonna be like, oh, you should be a Blues fan. It's just like no, if you want to be a Blues fan, like come
on. So this is, I'm assuming, playoff hockey. I think the Blues were playing the Blackhawks. And he says, I don't know who this dude Payne is, but we got to stop him.
That motherfucker.
And this is so great. He says, honestly, why wouldn't the whole team just stand in front of the net for the last minute?
I like when they dive in front of the net. That's my favorite. When they put their body on the line.
That is cool.
That's the best.
I don't see it here. There's a tweet where he just goes, the goalie just said fuck it and left.
Oh,
where like they take the goalie out so they have an extra guy on offense. But he's like, full caps, we did it. And then he put we being used very loosely.
That's awesome. I like Tony, man.
This dude has like 3 teeth left. This shit is rough and violent. Blah, blah, blah. So then he like buys the new NHL video game at the time.
Yeah.
And then finally, and he tweets several more times.
Oh, yeah.
And he tweets, Rams left me because the Rams had just left St. Louis back to L.A., and he's like, St. Louis Blues, where you at, And the Blues tweet back at him, and they're like, welcome to hockey Twitter and the Blues, fan base.
Yeah.
Want to come to Game 3?
Yeah, it's on us.
Yeah, we'll give you tickets for it. And he goes.
And then before he...
Well, of course, he freaks out on Twitter. He's
yes,
like, I'm in.
Hell yeah, man. And then Tarasenko sends a picture, and he's like, don't forget this.
Yeah.
He's like, you got to dress, you got to look the look, and it's...
He's
like, I'll sign it for you, too.
Yeah, he's like, go to the corner team store, buy section, whatever.
Yeah.
And pick up your jersey on me.
And then there's just
it'll be signed.
Picture from the camera at the game of him sitting next to the glass.
Yeah.
He's got the jersey on. He's got a big smile on his face. It's awesome, man.
It is so.
Makes me so happy. Tony X, you're in our heart.
Yeah.
You're the best. We love it. Welcome to the family. That's what I gotta say. Welcome.
Yeah, and this was in 2016. So I hope he's still into it. I hope he still like goes.
How can you not be into Blues hockey? Once you get the taste of it, we all bleed blue.
Yeah, I can't wait to go to some hockey games this year.
I know, I'm so pumped.
I
love
super
it, love
pumped.
This guy loves
in his Twitter
St.
bio.
Louis, man.
It says NHL Hall of Famer.
Yes, dude.
This guy
Tony
gets
X is fucking legit, man.
Oh,
he's
funny,
so cool.
Man.
That's awesome. Yeah, so Tony X, you are our living hero of this week.
We want to meet you, man.
I wouldn't mind meeting Tony.
That'd be cool.
I want to go to a hockey game with you. I want to see you at the next game.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm gonna look for him. I'm gonna tweet to him once we go to the next game. I'm gonna see if I can find him. I bet I can find him.
We just buy 3 tickets and we're like, hey, we got an extra ticket on us.
He's probably got season tickets by now.
Yeah.
He probably buys season tickets, man. Look at his Twitter.
If he's yeah.
He buys season tickets for all those St. Louis sports. You know he does.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm. He's an NHL Hall of Famer.
What a good story to end on.
I think so too.
I love that.
I think so too. Right? This has been Path number 62. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us.
Come support us on Patreon.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. If you want to buy them, come support us on Patreon. $5. Sign up. You get all exclusive content, bonus stuff like that.
What
you get to Reach Your Reading monthly podcast where we talk about books. The book sharing show. Come in, see the books we're reading. Tell us what books you're reading. We'll read them too, and we'll get like a whole community going with book lovers because we love books, and people need to start reading more books. So that's all. And it's all Hoopla. Shout out Hoopla.
Hoopla.
And let's see, everyone, if you want to follow the show more, you can find us on Facebook at Mellow Brick Road. That's where you're going to find that Wally Wallington? Wally Wallington's videos, as well as we'll put some other stuff. Well, we can find the timeline for, I don't know, if you want to see some stuff, go on the Facebook, go on the Instagram, Mellow Brick Road Podcast. That's where you'll find all the videos, pictures, updates on the show, stuff like that. You can also Hit us up on YouTube if you're watching that right now on YouTube. What's up? Thanks for coming. Subscribe. Hit that bell.
Mm-hmm.
Hit that like.
Yeah.
Or the dislike. Your call. I'm not going to... I mean, I know which one I prefer you choose, but I'm not going to tell you which. Leave a comment. Let us know what's going on with you. But, make it, more, make it about you, but, direct it more toward us, because you're watching our video. We don't care about what's going on with you. Unless you join our Patreon and our community. What else is going on? Spotify. If you're watching on Spotify, what's up? We got video on Spotify now. If you're just listening, that's fine. That's just as good. Missing out on some stuff.
Yeah.
But, still good. Thank you for listening. If you're listening, if you're not on Spotify or YouTube, you're on Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, Pandora, SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Others. Tune in.
Are we on Anchor?
Anchor. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. I don't know, actually. I can't remember. Hey, you guys let us know. Let us know what we're on, because we don't remember anymore. We're on so much stuff because we're so famous now.
Yeah.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining us on the Mellowbrook Road, path number 62. Trace, any final words?
Come check out Teed Up Projects, because I have something big coming up, and then I mean physically big.
It's big.
Sometimes they're metaphorically big. This thing is physically big.
The sheer number of options of bigness that he has.
The slider for girth, length. I don't like what I'm doing either.
It's all the way up.
I don't like it either.
Color.
But yeah, come check out Teed Up Projects on Facebook, because something up is going to come up cool, and I'm already ready to do the next thing.
So. Yeah. Follow me on Instagram at Van Windsor. That's where you're going to find a bunch of trash cleanup pictures pretty much. But yeah, anyway, that's the end of it. I'm done. I'm cutting it off.
Peace and blessings.
Mellow manifestation, everyone.